Okay, pile one. So you chose the black onyx with the accompanying cards here. So let's get right into it. We have black onyx, a stone for the root chakra and the earth star chakra. It's a good stone for protection. It kind of has this quality where it creates kind of a seal around your energy field and your aura. And then we have the Maiden. So this card speaks about a time in your life where you are leaning in to your independence and your free-spirited nature and just kind of enjoying yourself, exploring yourself, learning about yourself and who you are. This is card number 8 as well. Um, so it's reminding me of the Strength card in the tarot. So learning, and with the black onyx as well. So kind of like learning what all your demons are, learning what your beasts are, and learning how to tame them. So this could be emotional reactivity. This could be various traumas in the subconscious. So let's see what we have. We have this figure. It almost looks like a Mayan figure with this headdress on and this gem in the heart. And along the sides are kind of these totem poles with all these faces. And we have these cosmic, the moon, the sun, and the moon and the stars up here. And then the jungle down here. So it's almost like about staying grounded and possibly using a ritual to connect to higher states of love and to um, kind of abide by the cosmic order. And we have 20, the transformer. I transform myself as a caterpillar transforms into a butterfly. So you're definitely going through like layers of self learning and, enjoying yourself and enjoying your independence, but learning so much about yourself along the way and possibly going through a number of transformative experiences that are kind of shaping you into the woman or the person that you're meant to be. Beautiful. And we have embrace. Remember your primordial nature. You are a vessel. And what I love about this card is that there's all these wheels turning and this lotus blooming within the body. So there's a mastery over the physical vessel taking place where you've learned how to ground yourself. You've learned or are learning how to take care of your body so that you are then able to um, channel or experience information in the higher realms. And we have that affirmed again here with the cosmos here and the jungle and the lizard down here and these two swans, about learning how to go through different transformations and different changes gracefully. Just a moment, having to open the door. Because if you look at this card here, there's all of these like toroidal fields and a plant growing. And this is almost reminding me of the Ten of Cups with this little group of people like in the sun. But below the ground surface, there's all of this information going on, all of this rooting, these like toroidal fields here, all these different wheels here as well. Really beautiful. So learning how to ground yourself and be present in your body so that you're able to access higher information and also just, your intuition. And what do we have here? Whale and orca elders, share your song, frequency of sound, diving deep. So, whatever experiences you've had throughout your transformation, in your experiences in general, they're meant to be shared. So if you're part of a circle in your community, if you're a poet, if you're an artist, if you're a musician, very possibly a musician based on frequency of sound here, you've gone on these deep dives into your subconscious and into the nature of who you are and your reality. And these experiences are meant to be shared because your experiences could be a survival guide for somebody else going through similar experiences. And what do we have here? So 8 of acorns or 8 of wands, energy and results. That means it's all been happening fast. Yeah, things have been changing quickly. Once you think you understand one concept, it's almost like another one comes through to be transmuted and understood. And I'm also being shown the onyx crystal here. So it might be that with all this fast moving energy, you might want to protect or cocoon yourself just a little bit so that you're able to fully um, transmute, actualize, and embody these kind of lessons and these kind of transformations that you're going through. Let's see, more information for pile one. And I'm seeing remember your primordial nature. And again, going back to this card with the jungle at the bottom. So, really connecting with your roots, connecting possibly with your ancestry, to connect with the more tribal, what's the word I'm looking for? Yeah, the more tribal aspects of your lineage to gain some insight, some clarity, some wisdom, and just some information there. And we have the Page of Cups. Awesome. So this is about kind of being jovial in the pursuit of learning and your curiosity. This is like a curious young person in the pursuit of a higher learning. So it's important to maintain that kind of jovial, curious beginner's mind as you go through your life and encountering these different challenge points or these different lessons that are pushing you to grow and pushing you to transform and embody a higher version of yourself. Okay, what do we have here? Yeah, and we have Queen of Pentacles. So this is somebody who is very gracious, very giving, very stable, very in control of their material reality, and from that place of stability, able to be gracious and giving and nurturing. So I feel like this is a very nurturing person we're talking about. And this is kind of the pinnacle, the what we are looking to embody in our journey. And there are a lot of choices on the table. There's a lot of different ways we can go about approaching our life and the experiences we're having. There's a lot of different paths we could take, but we're not really sure which one yet. And with this Page of Cups here, I'm almost feeling like you're meant to follow your curiosity. You're meant to follow your joy. You're meant to follow kind of like what your inner child would want you to do and what your inner child would be proud of you for doing. in order to slowly work up to this Queen of Pentacles energy, where you're in like an internal self mastery and an internal mastery of your physical um, physical reality. So your body, your living situation, your finances, also the natural world as well. I feel like there's really strong um, messages in regards to you being a nature lover and spending a lot of time in nature. And this, of course, will help to balance and open those centers of the body so that you can access this kind of um, higher ethereal information. And I'm also getting the message of like, just have fun with this. Um, if you're in the maiden part of your life or just in a moment where you're able to embody the maiden energy, which is somebody who is young, who doesn't have any responsibilities yet, maybe not necessarily married, not necessarily having children. We're not at the mother um, stage of the trifecta, which is the maiden, the mother, and the crone. Yeah, so it's almost like the whole world is open to you and you have many choices. Um, so it's important to be grounded and to adopt a sense of joy as you make these choices in this kind of like fast moving energy. Like there's a lot of energy around you, a lot of choices up in the air. So I feel like you're being asked to really ground yourself and feel confident that you are able to transform, that whatever it is that you aspire to be, that you're absolutely capable of becoming that. Beautiful. Share your song, Frequency of Sound, diving deep. Yeah. So we have the Four of Pentacles. So kind of yeah, being in control of your financial and physical reality. This is the I've got my mind on my money, got my money on my mind card. So this is also about staying centered and knowing where your boundaries are. You might be a very giving person, so you might want to reel that in and rely on, your center as a source of protection. So center yourself, find out where your boundaries are and maintain them. And that's in regards to your physical body, that's in regards to your relationships, that's in regards to your money. Let's see, we're going to pull a card from the Kuan Yin Oracle deck. For pile one, closing message for pile one. I'm feeling this one. Oh, beautiful. So we have all these women kind of dancing. It looks like she may have an instrument. There's lanterns lit. It's very just glowy and sumptuous and beautiful. Sisters of the Star Blossoms. Whilst we each take our own journey to divine bliss and truth, we have soul friends that love us unconditionally and wish to help us find our way home with the least suffering and greatest joy. When we allow ourselves to be helped, we help others too. It is a spiral of support and love that wishes to connect more with you now. So you have friends and community around you who are available to help you on this journey, maybe to help you kind of do a deep dive and figure out which one of these choices is best suited to you. I'm also feeling like the Eight of Acorns energy, this Eight of Wands energy, has to do with your social circles and maybe pressures at work or pressures at school. So it's really important to kind of be in this energy where you pull your resources in and pull your attention inwards, um, to really to find out what it is that you truly want. And you do have friends, you do have community, that can help you kind of navigate those decisions and help you kind of go on a deeper dive to, determine what is the best course of action for you. And it's always important not to get too bogged down or not to like overthink these decisions, and to keep in that, stay connected to your inner child and your states of inner joy, um, as you navigate, yeah, these choices and these transformations and whatever challenges you may face. Beautiful. And with the onyx, we have protection, eucalyptus, and monarch butterfly. So you are protected, and your best protection is knowing yourself and knowing your boundaries. And this might be part of what you are transforming. You're kind of learning your limits and being shown the Queen of Pentacles. You don't want to overgive. You don't want to be in situations where you're giving and giving and giving and there's no like reciprocal energy. So you're learning to protect yourself. And protection, there's a quote by, I think it's Jaya John, I'm not sure. But the quote is, "My boundaries need not be an electric fence, but an energy that claims this is sacred space." So you are learning to claim your physical, mental, spiritual, sacred space, and maybe not overgive. And that protection doesn't mean shutting yourself off or shutting yourself down. That just means learning where your center is and then learning where and when to say no. Yeah, I'm being shown this card again. I'm specifically being shown this person with a sheet over their head, and they have kind of like the red rays around them. So we don't know what this is. This is like the mystery choice. We have the choice of the castle. We have the choice of jewels and riches. We have the choice of the laurel, so like peace. We have the choice of the dragon. We have the choice of the snake. We have the choice of, yeah, this person with their arms out with the sheet above their face. And we have the choice of the face here. So you have lots of things to consider. Lots of things to consider. I'm very curious about this. So this is almost talking to me about, being anonymous. And the red around them is like vitality, is like health of the body. And you see the kind of red orange dress she's wearing and all the reds in this card here, that vitality of the body. So almost like taking really good care of your body so that you are a vessel, that you remain anonymous. It's kind of like spiritual work where you put your ego to the side and you're channeling, and it's not necessarily about you, but it requires you to be at your best in order to have things work well and come to fruition. And being shown the whale here too, diving deep. Very good. So you might be somebody who naturally likes to dive deep. So it might be good for you to dive deep into, yourself and your wants and your needs and who you want to become and what you need to do or not do in order to become that version of yourself, that you're wanting to become, and learning to protect yourself and protect your process. Beautiful, Pile One. Thank you so much for joining me. I wish you the very best on your journey. And you have a great rest of your day. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and leave a comment if this resonated for you. Wishing you the best. Much love. Have a great day.